Alright, new ban list, new ban list. I'm assuming that's only Rush because Rush is like a week earlier in the WCQ than Speed, so and also don't see any skill changes, so I'm assuming that the Rush skill changes will be like grouped together with like the Speed ban list if they're gonna do that in like a week in the future. But I mean, that's just what I'm hoping. I do hope that they actually nerf the skills in Rush, and Light Galaxy has a ridiculous skill, Seven's Road has a ridiculous skill. Voidvelk is less ridiculous than the other two, so I don't really think Voidvelk needs a skill nerf, but well, let's see what they actually did for the cards. Oh, actually, no, they did actually have a ban list for speed. Never mind, never mind. Catapult Turtle being banned. That's good. It should be banned. Long time ago. Shaddoll Incarnation being to 1 essentially like kills the skill because the skill mills 3 random traps, right? Does it have to be exactly 3? Like if you only play 1, does it still work? But well, you can still use like 1 copy, right? You can still play with like 1 ration and 2 other traps, so I mean, it's the skill isn't really dead, you just can only use it once, so that's a lot better than being able to use it 2 times or potentially 3, because Shadow decks play 3 copies and they mill all 3, and then yeah, that's really good. Sonic Gemma God Dog is good. What does this card do? Oh, it's just more floodgates. Good. Basically more I'm assuming that's like Shaddoll hits, but that also hits Tendangle, which plays all of these boring floodgates. I mean, Tendangle is a cool deck, but like you could play other stuff that isn't floodgates. Like the deck can make good endboard pieces without using these floodgates, like Wave Hiking Caesar is something that you can make. IP is also like a generic extra deck board. Anyway, Xyz Gift. What deck uses Xyz Gift? What? Do Utopia decks use this card? Xyz. The Utopia decks use Xyz Change Tactics? I've never seen any Utopia deck play this card. It's always like free Lava Golem, free Cosmic Cyclone, and then all of the Zexo Sages, Zexo Weapons, and then all of the bricks, and that's pretty much it, right? Does anyone actually play this card? What? And then Shadow Wendy. Does Shadow have any other limit free cards? I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, good Shadow hits. I'm not too familiar with like what Shadow decks play anyway, because I've not been playing a lot of Duel Links recently. No longer on the list. Shio, good. Dragon Maids are not good. Yeah, whatever. Hidden City, whatever. Nadir, Compulse. Compulse is a good, it's a good card, so this Unlimit does do, like, it does impact things a bit. It's, I mean, in terms of, like, limit-free cards, people usually play Eclipse anyway, like, nowadays, so, Infernity Launcher, Foul, I mean, the skill got nerfed, so Foul could come off. And okay, Rush is like the thing that I'm concerned. As a Voidvelk player, as a Dark Galaxy player, I think Light Galaxy skills need to be hit. Seven's Road probably needs to hit. I don't think Seven's Road is actually like that strong, but I still think that just skill probably needs a little bit of a little slap on the wrist to just tone the skill a bit down. Voidvelk, as much as I'm like biased towards that deck, I do think that you probably should like limit the consistency a tiny bit so that they can't like sack the game that early. Because if you get like Darkhold Device off at like turn 3, it's very like unfair. Like, you just win the game on turn 3. But I mean, Light Galaxy can do the same thing as well, but like Dark Galaxy just feels like a lot more sacky because of like Darkhold Device just wiping everything away. But in terms of like power level, I don't think Voidvelk is actually that strong just because of like the consistency issues, and you have to like actually get good mills to actually get the Dark Hole device and Dark Prophet in rotation. So yeah. Anyway, and also, so, are these the Utopia hits? Like, what? Are they just gonna have like no skill hits? Are they no? It's like, I mean, if they have like the speed ban list alongside the rush ban list, that means like that's an entire thing, right? So is there just no speed, like no skill hits at all? Anyway, I hope they do like the thing where they did for like Gaia and Rush, where they like a month later they be like, psych, actually, we're sorry, we forgot about like the skill hit, and we're gonna give you the skill hit like a month later. But that's kind of weird. I'm not looking forward to more Utopias, if that's like all they're gonna hit. But anyway, here's Rush. Compulse to 1, understandable. Pot of Greed to 1, understandable. I mean, Compulse is a really, really broken card. I'm not gonna even like pretend that it's not good. And I mean, it being just unlimited is just like unthinkable. At least it should be limited to 1 alongside like Negate Attack. Like those cards are, both of those cards are really strong. I would argue that Compulse is even stronger. So it being limited to 1 is completely understandable. Pot of Greed is just really, really good in everything, so just making it limit to 1 so that like good decks can't play it is good. I don't know what this card is used for. I'm reading this card for the first time. During the main phase, you have normal summon or special summon this card. Your opponent draws card equal to the number of monsters on the field, and then you gain life points. And then apparently that is to weaken strategies that win by decking out the opponent. I have not seen this strategy at all. Like, out of the hundreds of games I've played in the WCQ in Rush, because I actually tried to grind Rush, in case you are not aware. I did try to grind stage 2 Rush. I got like 300, around 300. I got to like 24k DP at one point and then dropped it like at the last minute, and I don't want to talk about that, but like out of all of the games I've played in like both stage 1 and stage 2, and also like in normal ranked, I've not seen this card a single time, so I'm not sure why they want to limit that, but whatever. I don't care. Dark Hole Device to 1 is, well, it makes me very sad because I do have 2 Chronicle processed copies of Dark Hole Device, and as a Dark Galaxy player, this makes me very sad, but I mean, like, objectively, I think that is like understandable. Like, this deck is quite sacky, but like the only thing I'm hoping for is that Light Galaxy also gets toned down, like, even more, because Dark Galaxy is objectively the worst of the 2 decks, and they better hit Light Galaxy harder than they hit Dark Galaxy. Magical Miracle. What? That's a psychic card. Oh, it was limited to 3. I have not seen psychics like at all. And the few times I've seen psychics, I don't play this card. It's always like Candy and the fusions and Ice Pop Bears and stuff. I've not seen this card. I'm not sure what that really does, but that's cool. And that's, I believe, a buff because it was limited to 3, but okay. Okay, Light Galaxy hit. They hit this guy. The guy that adds a null monster back. And then that's it. That's the only limit free hit for Light Galaxy. Cool! I love it when Konami just does not hit the best deck, the clear best deck in like a format where you can see from all of the results in like a recent KC Cup or a WCQ, and like they say, oh, that's a lot of Light Galaxies. What if we just put 1 monster to limit free? And that's it. That's all we're hitting. We're not even gonna hit the skill. That's all we're hitting. Just 1 monster to limit free. Amazing. I love Yu-Gi-Oh so much. Void Corridor is completely. I don't think they need to hit Void Corridor. I mean, like, Dark Galaxy as a deck is already like really sacky. It's not consistent. You already need to like open Dark Prophet to actually like do the crazy fusion combos. Otherwise, you don't really get to do anything. And then now they hit Void Corridor, so like it's limit free alongside Crystal, and well, that just means that like Void Corridor was one of the more reliable ways that you can get access to like, your Dark Prophet a bit more consistently. Still not like a lot more consistently, but it helps. It helps with the consistency, and it is still a -1, and also it's a spell. So not I mean I myself don't play this card because it's a spell and it affects like the mills. I want to mill monsters and not mill spells, so I don't even play that card a lot. But I do recognize that like most people play this card. I've played this card at one point to like boost the consistency because the consistency kind of sucks. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like we don't have a skill as good as Light Galaxy where I just get to add anything I want. I'll have to kind of like hope I mill it and then maybe add it back with Void Corridor, or maybe like shuffle it back with like a Dark Prophet or like a Globule and then like draw it in a later turn. But like you're now gonna limit Void Corridor to make it even more sacky. I mean, well, I do realize that, you know, Dark Galaxy is frustrating if they get to like blow up the entire field and then just OTK out of nowhere. But I mean, if you're gonna do that to Void Corridor, at least like do more to Light Galaxy, right? I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine with you like hitting Void Corridor to like make it the deck even less good, but at least like make the other two decks less good as well, right? I mean, that's just not fair. Just that would be a fair hit if they like hit other decks equally as much, or like they should be hit more because those decks are just objectively better. But it's why would you do Dark Galaxy so dirty and then just like not hit 7th Road at all, and then just like limit one card to limit 3 for Light Galaxy? Just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm done rambling. Not on the list. Innovator is it's a really good card. It was like tier 0 back in the day, but I mean it's fine now. It's fine. This card is really good. I mean, even when it was limit free, not actually a lot of people play a lot of copies of this card, so I think it would be fine. I mean, that would make up for like the things that you're losing from a lot of decks by having combos and bottom 3-1. That's like, at least they're giving us like a more defensive traps that we could be using. I know a lot of people complain about like Konami just limiting all of the defensive traps, and then just like those are the ways that you're supposed to stop the OTKs, because otherwise your opponent can just like do their combo and then just win in a single turn, and like these are the ways that you can stop it. So like having these being more unrestricted is good for like most decks to just not get sacked by decks like Light Galaxy or Dark Galaxy. But more so Dark Galaxy, because Light Galaxy can just pop this card. You know, Light Galaxy is so broken. Why do they have like everything and Konami still doesn't hit it? Sea Dragon, why is... okay, whatever. Dragon Fortitude, okay, the more... that's cool. Meet and Greed, alright, cool. That will be all the changes. Thoughts? I really hope that there's like a skill balance coming out in like 3 days, otherwise these limits make no sense. There's no reason why they hit Dark Galaxy more than they hit Light Galaxy and not hit 7th Road at all, even though, you know, I personally think that 7th Road is not that good anyway, but I still think that the skill needs to be hit. Also makes no sense that they did not hit Utopia at all. Like, these are not Utopia hits. They don't play these cards. Yeah, that's it. That's all I want to talk about. It will make a lot more sense if they actually have a skill balance prepared and they hit the Utopia skill, they hit the Light Galaxy skill, and maybe they hit the Shadow skill as well, because having a consistency skill on Shadow is kinda really broken. So, yeah. If there are no skill hits, horrendous, really bad. Like not hitting Light Galaxy enough, not hitting Utopia at all, not hitting Shadows enough, and like Void Velk just got completely destroyed, even though they were not like the best 2 decks in the format anyway. But if there is like a skill hit in the future, then I could see this being good. But we'll have to see. I really hope that they actually hit like Galaxy and Utopia. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Bye.